guys like orange
All right, who's ready to fucking talk about The Bachelor, baby?
I think we are.
You like your panties?
Yeah.
But so do you want to? Is there anything you want to talk about in the tell-all? There wasn't really much that I wrote down. I didn't really. It was okay, but like I didn't find it that great.
No, yeah. I mean, it's pretty boring. I thought.
Yeah, I agree. Let me
Just
see.
a lot of talking over one another.
Yeah, they basically talked over each other the entire fucking tell-all.
Yeah.
But let me see. What did I say? Oh, I said you were technically right because Claire came back.
Okay.
I mean, it was for this, but you were technically right, so I think that
sure.
counts.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I don't know what this means. I put you can rot in Ohio for all I care. Who said that?
Oh. I don't think anyone said it, but one of the annoying Cassidys from there.
I think yeah, that might be what it is. One of the girls yelled at each other, and I thought that
Remember
was funny.
she was like from fucking little podunk town in fucking Iowa?
Yeah.
Or Ohio, not Iowa.
And then let's see. I really like that they all called out Clayton finally for Sinead. They're like, motherfucker, we've been telling you for fucking like 6 weeks that she's crazy.
Yeah.
But
which, I mean, they had a point.
yeah, I think he honestly just wanted to take Sinead and be like,
Wake up, Daddy's home.
give her some pee-pee.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to string her along to stick it in a little.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has a thing for blondes.
I love you!
I love you too, Rachel. For you to tell me that you were falling in love with me, like I hadn't felt that in so long. It's like I almost just forgot what it felt like.
How old Jesse Palmer's season looked?
I know, fuck. They filmed that shit like on a potato.
30 years ago. I'm like, holy shit.
Hey, maybe we should do his at some point.
I was like, wow. I'm like, that is he was a baby faced.
That's funny. And then that was all I wrote down for the tell-all. Did you write anything else for the tell-all?
The only thing that caught me is the Rita girl. Do you know Rita?
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't remember her at all.
Is she the one that asked out, like said, I don't know if you married anybody at the end?
Yes.
I think I saw her once she looked familiar, but I couldn't tell you a single thing she's done.
Because I'm like, who is this? Who is this person?
She popped on the screen, you're like,
Yeah. I'm like, what? Thoughts coming out of it, I feel like, let's see, I don't know. I feel like Teddy could do The Bachelorette if she wanted to do it.
oh, I could 100% see that.
I feel like she would make a good Bachelorette if she wanted to do it. Not to say she wants to do it.
I would totally watch her as the Bachelorette.
Because I feel like, I don't know. Part of me thinks they would want drama, but I mean, part of me thinks that you don't want too much drama.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting this many people. The drama's gonna kind of happen regardless. They don't have to do too much, especially because they probably orchestrated a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't know when they pick. Has the next one already been picked? Do we know? Or
I don't think there's any information out on it at all.
Oh, okay.
At least as far as I've heard and been told from Taylor and Victoria.
Okay. I don't like. Do they release them in the same calendar year? I don't even know.
I guess they've been doing them kind of fast, but so I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
Because they said like this one started like right when the last like Bachelorette ended or something ended.
Oh wow.
And they just been going back and forth.
Figure it's 4 to 6 weeks to shoot it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like it's not like a lot of turnaround.
Yeah,
they
could pop out a few. They could film a bunch of these in a year, just have them on stock.
Well, I mean, you figure by the time we finish watching this, they could have already finished filming The Bachelorette.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. Let's see. What from the real episode now? Let's see what.
Speaking of, I know we're gonna jump right towards the end here with my thought here, but I thought the end seemed a little staged.
Oh shit! Really?
I did. I thought it was. I felt like there was some bad acting in there by Clayton.
I guess because I always just think that he's a fucking idiot and just a dumbass, so I never really think of it as acting. But maybe it is bad acting.
And I think that Susie comes back next week.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So that's what you think when he's like, Clayton, I have something that is going to change dramatically.
Well,
you think that's her being back?
It has to be.
That would be pretty crazy.
Because because see, like we see the shots of like Chromo. I couldn't think of it. I wanted to call her Crommy.
Gabby.
Crommy. Gabby and Rachel, like crying, and like Gabby's like, I can't trust you. Like part of me thinks that like he finds out she wants to come back and he lets her, but he had already told them that she was gone, and he was like, oh, like I'm done. Like, so I feel like he like said, yeah, like it's over, like it's just you two now. And then like because dude, she was like spazzing the fuck out. Like, how are you not supposed to go the entire show and then test out the car before you drive it?
See, for a bit, I get both their point of views, because I get Clayton should have obviously thought, if I like this girl, I shouldn't fuck these other two girls. If I am planning on marrying this girl, that should just be a thought in his head.
Right.
He shouldn't have to be told that. But also, he is on The Bachelor, where they have a specific point of the show where the people go in the room and fuck each other. So, I mean, that's... Like, in the real world, obviously he shouldn't do that, but in The Bachelor, I feel like what he did was okay.
Well, but here's the thing. That shit happens in the real world, too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it does. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it wrong. But, I mean, you're on a show to try to find your future spouse, okay? Whether or not he truly felt, the most love for Susie or whatever, I don't know. But, I mean... it's human nature you know what I mean? It's human nature. You're in a room with, like it's just.
When I see like I don't even like
especially
like
when you're not committed to any of them. It's not like you're engaged or like you're trying to find out, because like in all reality, like I'm sure there have been plenty of relationships that have ended just because the sexual chemistry wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it's
that's where I kind of get Clayton. That's where I get Clayton's view too, and especially because it's The Bachelor. Like I feel like that just kind of makes like anything be okay.
Yeah.
The point is to be like, hey, let's watch people make out and fuck on the show, and then eventually they're gonna get married, but it won't work.
Right.
And they should all know that going in. She shouldn't be as hurt about it, because they should all know that going in.
She was like, she, and I get it, and that's her choice, and that's totally fine. Like I don't have anything against her. Believing in what she believes in and standing for what she stands in, but maybe do say something.
Yeah.
But then I feel, but in her defense, I do feel like if she were to say, "Hey, I really love you. I really want to, I want to end up with you, and I don't want you to sleep with anyone else," I feel like it would have put him off. Maybe.
Do you think he would have sent her home earlier?
It's possible.
I can see that. I was wondering that because he kept saying like, why don't you just say something? But it did make me wonder, if she did, would you have sent her home?
And it was funny because Gabby was like the complete opposite. She's like, I want him to explore all of us inside and out.
She's like,
Jesus.
I want him to come in every hole in my body just to know what it's like.
I was like, whoa. I was like, wow.
I know it was the whole episode. They kept cutting back to those two, and like Gabby was like, "Yeah, I just kind of want to get fucked by Clayton," and then she's like, "Oh, I really hope he doesn't fuck anybody."
Yeah, she was like,
she was freaking out. Although when they argued, though, I was very surprised how calm she was too, and how like articulate she was trying to talk to him about like her feelings.
Yeah,
and then he just kind of blew his top out on her.
That's what I feel like. That's the bad acting.
Yeah, I could see that. Because he just kept saying the fucking like same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
And then also, who the fuck was he talking to at the end when like he's just sitting at that table and he's like going like he's like trying to explain something to somebody, but they weren't showing who he was talking to?
I think it was just a producer. Unless there's someone like unless he's had a girlfriend the whole time or some shit.
Oh, that'd be fucking wild. Like your girlfriend's actually here. Whoa.
So. I mean, yeah, unless it's something crazy like that, like, oh, like, like, I've had a fiance the whole time or something.
That'd be so fucking weird.
We should message Teddy and be like, hey, you should come on a podcast.
Hey, you should. And then on here, she can announce that she's the next Bachelor. Bachelorette, sorry. Well, you know, she could be the Bachelor. I don't want to say she can't do anything just because she doesn't have a penis. I mean, and I don't even know. Maybe she does have a penis.
Yesterday was National Women's Day, so yes, she can do whatever she wants. So.
On that day only, though. Any other day, fuck no.
I found it hilarious when Clayton was like flipping out at the end, and Jesse walks up and he's like, "Hey, what's going on, bud?
Yeah,
what can I help you?
How you doing, buddy? What's going on?"
What the fuck?
Hey, Jesse, how's it going? You tell me.
It was so weird. Like, he walks up and was like, "Hey, how you doing? What's up? What's going on?"
Yeah. It was just funny the way he said it. Like,
so I was surprised that your tweet was legit a volcano, and maybe it was a twofer because it could have been about cum as well.
It was a double meaning.
Yeah, I saw. Even Taylor got excited that you were tweeting, and we were like, "Oh, what does it mean?" Let's see. So I liked that. Rachel got to fuck Clayton first. I put that. And then I had a question for you. When do you think the camera guys leave?
I don't know. Well, that's what I was sitting there going. I'm like, real quick. Another reason why I didn't say it, but why I think it was bad acting. Susie went last.
Yeah, or at least staged. Like the show saw her spazzing out, and they were like, "Oh, Clayton, you have to fucking make her last. Make sure she's last."
Yeah, but that makes me think like. It's like staged because like
you
know what I mean, because like she went last because like so like let's just say like she goes first, like do they just fall in love and he says I want to marry you?
Maybe if they go first.
You put your ball sack into my mouth.
Or is it like I don't want you to fuck the other two now, and if you do,
and I wish I could
leaving.
see that. Like imagine her going first, her saying that. And then, like, the date with Rachel, like, she's like, I want to fuck you in this bed. And then he's like, sorry, I can't. I promised Susie I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because then she's like, oh, so you're picking Susie then. And then she leaves.
Yeah. And Susie looked a little psychotic when Gabby came home.
Oh, yeah. Every time someone came home, she was terrified.
I was like, she's totally I'll find you.
Yeah. I got to put that on the soundboard.
Totally.
That'll be so good.
Totally.
And then, I think that... Oh, I put Susie's date was pretty horrible, too. Them just being cold, and then him rubbing her a little bit. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking with that date.
I don't think he necessarily plans it, to be honest with you.
Well, according to Taylor, what I was told is that he picks these dates, and then they go try to fuck. But that could be different here. I don't know. That's just what I was told.
Oh, so he picks the dates then
for before they fuck, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he took Gabby, what do they call that? Dune buggy, or whatever.
They drove around the beach and shit.
Yeah, which would be kind of cool, but I mean, I feel like you'd definitely be loose and warmed up.
No, I bet she was loose and warmed up after that. You know.
I mean, like,
you know what I'm
good
saying?
Lord, like, I'm surprised her head didn't fly off. That thing was popping around. And then Rachel, they went down into the volcano. Yeah. Which
that'd be pretty cool to go see, but I mean, whatever.
It would be kind of cool, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's just it's a hole in the ground. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's
do like a helicopter tour and then go on a real date.
Yeah, like the scenery was pretty.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know about that last date.
It felt very lazy, and he's just like, I don't know. And then because he was all like, "Oh, it's gonna be steamy in here, and I'm gonna get her all steamy." And then she's like, "Oh my God, Clayton, I'm fucking cold."
Yeah.
And then nothing even happened. For some reason, I think he thought her getting cold and steamy was gonna make her horny.
It's funny because he used the wording like leading up to his date with Susie. He was like, "Yeah, it's time for the overnight date." Yeah. And I'm like, she's not fucking spending the night. Like, we all know this.
Yeah.
Like, she's
not. And how does he not know this by now?
She's not. Well, but they did say that, like, when they first saw each other, like, it's been, like, over a week. So maybe he didn't know.
Yeah, maybe within that time, he's just thinking, like, oh, I'll get the fuck off.
So, I mean, like, what I find weird is let's just say like it has been over a week. So like when they're not together, like they just have to stay in their house or hotel room and then he just has to stay by himself.
I guess. That's a
we
little.
need a Bachelor expert on.
I know. We need it. We need. That's why we need Teddy, so we can get the fucking nitty gritty on here.
I feel like it's you can't talk about it. Then I feel like because if they could, that we'd be able to find that out.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. Oh, you're right here.
Teddy, you make me feel some type of way.
Yeah, and then he just dumped her on the side of the road like a dead dog.
Yeah, you make me feel some type of way. See you later, bitch.
You like your panties?
It's unbelievable. But yeah, man, it was. I mean, it was probably. I mean, I feel like it was the best episode we probably had yet. It was a little boring at times. Just
The beginning, like the first probably hour, was pretty boring, and then once he goes on the date with Susie, it's entertaining.
Yeah,
because you're just waiting for her to blow up and shit.
But I mean, it was all. I mean, we all knew it was going to go there. Like,
yeah,
we all knew it was going to go there. Everybody watching knew that it was going to. She was going to like, because she was trying. If it wasn't staged, she was trying to not think about it, like keep her calm.
Yeah, she
like,
really
like,
didn't want to dump him, but ultimately she had to.
Well, he technically dumped her.
I guess, yeah, he kind of spun around and be like, "You can't fire me, I fire you, bitch."
Yeah, he's like, "That's it, we're done."
I did like that. Him just standing at the car, like, "Come on, finish talking, bitch. Get in your fucking car."
I know.
That was so funny. And then the next one just looks like he argues with everybody in the show, including his parents.
Yeah. And we get the what's the quote that his dad says?
Oh, you really screwed the pooch on this one, son.
You need to get that.
I'll put that in the soundboard too. But so you think the twist in the ending for the final episode of this season of The Bachelor is gonna be Susie with Clayton? That's what you think?
Yeah, I think Susie comes back, and I think he picks Susie.
I want to agree with you. I think that would be really fun if that happened, especially because I was like, wow, what the fuck could this be? And that never even crossed my mind. So I really hope you're right.
I mean, I did think that everyone was going to die at the end of the Game of Thrones, so just beware, it sounds like a great idea.
But you also were one of the first people I ever heard say Bernard is a host in Westworld, and we thought you were fucking nuts. And you were right on that. And
I was.
you were like 2 seasons early, you're like, I think the Man in Black might be a host too. And we're like, shut the fuck up. And then ultimately you're right on that too.
Yeah,
so if I've learned anything, you're usually ultimately right eventually.
I mean, 2 for what is that? 1 for 2? 1 for 3. 2 for 3. 2 for 3?
Yeah, 2 for 3.
I mean, that's bad in like 6
Well,
7.
and you also said Claire was going to come back. She did come back. It was for a reunion, but she did come back.
We're hitting 750.
Yeah, baby.
750. So maybe jump on the train. Everyone out there watching, listening. What do you think? Do you think Susie's coming back, like me and Jerome?
Or what if it's you know how he got really excited when his best friend showed up that one time?
It's just his buddy.
It's his buddy. They're like, he's just here to hang out with you, Clayton. He's just in this room. It'll cheer you up. And he's like, oh my God.
That's funny. Or what if it's like a past Bachelorette?
Oh, and she seeked him out and wants to date him.
What season was he on? Do we know the Bachelorette's name that he was on? What season he was on?
I could find that out. Give me 1 second.
It's like what if like she's like, oh God, I wish I would have chose Clayton.
That'd be fucking hilarious. It says Clayton was a contestant on Michelle's season of The Bachelorette, aka season 18. So you think maybe Michelle shows up too, and she's like, "Oh my God, Clayton."
How do we know what the next one will be or no?
I can find out.
just call you Googling Jerome.
Let's see, Bachelorette 2022.
We should do that. We should do a podcast where I just ask you questions and you Google.
I just Google it.
I want you to Google
Okay.
Biggie Smalls "Dead Wrong" lyrics.
Okay.
Notorious B.I.G. "Dead Wrong" lyrics.
I feel like I'm getting tricked here or something.
No. No, there's some lines in there that I think that you would laugh your ass off at.
Relax and take notes while I take tokes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in the choke. Gunsmoke, Biggie Smalls for mayor. The rap slayer, the hooker layer. Motherfucker, say your prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack the bitch in the face, take her Gucci bag and the North Face off her back, jab her if she act funny with the money. Oh, you got me mistaken, honey, I don't wanna rape ya, I just want the paper, the visa, CAPISCER. I'm out like the vapors. Who's the one you call Mr. Macho?
It's good stuff.
That's pretty good. I've never heard that guy rap before.
Eminem has a verse on that song too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
I didn't know
does.
that.
It's at the very end. Yeah,
Oh.
it's actually a quite good song. I enjoy it.
All right. Well, is that it? You have any last things to say about The Bachelor?
I do not believe so, sir. I think that's all I had.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, go listen to the audio version of this if you haven't, or watch it on YouTube. Check out our Instagram. See you next week for the finale of The Bachelor, babies.
The finale.
Yeah.